Hello, Kentucky Realtors. Well, now that the dust has settled in both Kentucky and the nation after the recent election, it's time to determine how we fared, and more importantly, what we need to do to move forward. First, our Political Action Committee, RPAC, participated in more races than in any other year in its history. This was due in large part to the generous contributions of Realtor members across Kentucky. On the federal side, we supported 7 candidates, and all 7 were successful in their re-election bids. On the state level, RPAC participated in 82% of the 119 legislative races in Kentucky. 81% of our supported candidates won their elections. Why is this important? Well, soon we will be working with these legislative members in the next General Assembly and session of Congress. This week, KAR leaders and our staff will begin an 8-city roadshow to discuss KAR's strategic direction and our legislative priorities with KAR members, legislators, and media across the state. We want our members to know how we are working to help them grow their business and also to be engaged in the process. Given the recent changes in Frankfort, we believe that opportunity is knocking for realtors and the entire business community as we promote pro-business and pro-realtor legislative priorities. Among our top agenda items will be protecting and advancing the real estate industry through tax reform and tort reform, which also has strong ramifications for the entire business community. And speaking of small and broad-based business, we will continue to support regulatory reform and important activities like the Red Tape Reduction Initiative to lessen the burden on businesses. Lastly, we know that in order to sell more homes, your community needs to be both livable and safe. Kentucky, like many other states, is now facing a heroin epidemic, and KAR is ready to lend its voice to combating this issue in the Commonwealth. So what can you do and how can you help? First, we want you to learn about our important legislative priorities. You can find these documents on the KAR website at kar.com and look under Advocacy. We'll need your help to build strong relationships with newly elected legislative members and help them become realtor champions. Next, each week during the legislative session, KAR sends every member a legislative update to keep you abreast of the latest developments occurring in the General Assembly, as well as a list of bills KAR is tracking. These updates can also be found on the KAR website. And finally, and most importantly, respond to our calls to action. When one of our priority issues hits the legislature, be ready to send an email, text, or make a phone call letting legislators know where we stand. Let me thank you for being a member of KAR. I also want to say thank you in advance for what you've done and what you will do in coming months to support realtors and the real estate industry in Kentucky.